guys, what's up? It's Danielle. So as you can see, the background is a little bit different. I'm actually standing in front of my fridge. To the left of me, you'll see the microwave, and then actually over here, we have the oven. So today, what I'm going to be doing for the kitchen organization series is I'm going to be taking you through the entire fridge. Now, keep in mind that my mom actually has 3 fridges, so I'm just going to take you guys through the main one first, and then I'll take you through the other 2, and I'll explain the purposes of those as I go along. But this is the main fridge that we have. It's the one that gets the most use, I would say, because it's actually in the house and it's in the kitchen, so, you know, kind of makes sense. But I'm just gonna kind of show you guys what it all looks like right now before I organize it, and then afterwards I'm gonna show you my whole thought process and how I came up with, you know, the way that it ended up being organized. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so here we are. This is the fridge that I have. I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, but it's by Samsung, and it's actually one of the ones where you can have the option to have sparkling water as well as flat water come out of the fridge. And it's actually, I think my mom said it's like 32 cubic feet in the entire fridge or something like that. It's one of the bigger ones. And then you'll see there's actually a lower drawer, which actually is another part of the refrigerator. And then you can see the last part is the actual freezer. So I'm gonna take you guys through each part of this, and at the very end I'm gonna show you one of my tips for keeping stainless steel shining and looking nice without having to spend a lot of money. So let's get into it. Okay guys, I'm gonna try to do this quickly so that the refrigerator doesn't lose, you know, the temperature. But as you can see, we do have a lot of food just for 2 people. And there's even stuff jammed in on the sides. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. I have to admit that last night, I did go ahead and throw out some old food. And it was basically just stuff that I knew my mom wasn't gonna eat, I wasn't gonna eat. We've had it in there for over a week or 2. And it was just kind of like the thought of it was getting gross. So I'm not gonna go through every individual thing because I'm actually going to switch this up. But I will say over here, I wanna try to keep that limited to drinks because actually that, you know, it's right near the soda stream part of the fridge. And then right here, I kinda just wanna keep, you know, something healthy that's like a snack or whatever. Right now, all we have over here is salad dressing. And then, let's see, I'm gonna move you guys over here. So, kind of give you an idea, this is the other door. At the very top is just kind of a mishmash of anything that I could fit, to be quite honest. It's supposed to be more for like condiments, but there's also some cheeses in there and that kind of thing. Down here is the one part of the fridge that is organized, and it only has butter. I don't know why, but my mom has this thing where she buys a shitload of butter. Don't ask, because I don't freaking know. And then if you move down here, this is geared more towards like drinks and that kind of stuff. So there's apple juice. For whatever reason, my mom bought cranberry juice a while back. There's my coffee creamer, my mom's coffee creamer. And then, I don't know why, but there's actually some sauces in there. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take everything out and organize it. And then I'll show you the next 2 parts of the fridge, and we'll just do it that way. Okay guys, so now I'm at the point where I've pared it down to things that we just use. Keep in mind, I'm doing this in thirds. Our fridge is split into thirds. So the first third of the fridge is basically what we use most often. The second one is more of a drawer, and the last one is the freezer, which is also a drawer. And I'm gonna be doing this in segments. So right now, I'm just gonna show you guys everything I pulled out. And for right now, I'm actually going to talk about things that I can't talk, you guys. Things that do not belong in your fridge. So basically the rule that I have is that if it's not refrigerated in the supermarket, it does not need to be refrigerated in your house. So things like ginger, things like onions, you don't need to have those in your fridge taking up valuable space. These are the kinds of things that can actually just be put in the pantry. And I know some of you might debate that, but if you think about it, where else are you gonna keep an onion? I mean, it only makes sense to keep it in the fridge if you've cut it up or something. So basically, just be mindful of where you store things and pretty much just follow that rule. If they don't have it in the refrigerated section, or if it's not in a refrigerated part in the supermarket, then that means that you do not need to refrigerate it when you get home. That's something that a lot of people don't pay attention to. Okay guys, so all of this stuff right here are things that can either go into the fridge outside, or things I can throw away, or they're condiments that actually do belong in this fridge. But I'm just gonna kind of follow the rule that I had beforehand, which was condiments go in the separate refrigerator, just because we don't use them very often. Most of the things that we use are salad dressings. So since we don't really need them, I'm not really gonna keep them over here. Things like the salsa right here, that's actually getting pretty old, and we're not eating chips, so there's no point in keeping it. And then stuff like the butter, we can actually keep because I like to do baking. And then my soup is gonna go outside because I still have probably like 1.5 tubs of it in this fridge. So really, I shouldn't even have that much in this fridge. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to go through that with you guys. Okay, so in case you guys are wondering, this is what the fridge looks like now. You can actually see to the back of it, which is quite surprising. Still haven't moved much from over here, but I've pared down a lot. I've taken some of the things that can actually go in the pantry out of the drawer right here, and I actually cleaned that out. And pretty much the rest of it is just figuring out where I'm gonna put the rest of this stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when I'm done, and then I'm gonna walk you through it. Okay guys, so keeping in mind what it looked like before when we last saw the fridge, this is what it looks like now. This is after I've organized everything, after I've thrown out things that don't need to be in there, and yeah, this is the end result. So I'm actually quite happy with this. So over here, whoops, I keep bumping the tripod, my bad. Over here, up on the top, we have my chicken tortilla soup, and then up here there's stuff like butter, minced garlic, Parmesan cheese, and there's some kind of salsa back there. We eat a lot of Korean food in this house, so this is all dedicated to Korean food right here. And then at the very bottom is all of like the drink type stuff, and I actually forgot to move this. So this is going outside because we don't really use barbecue sauce. So that frees up a little bit of more room. So we have the 2 creamers, we have my mom's almond milk, and then we have the apple juice and the cranberry juice. And then if you look at the rest of the fridge, it's very bare. Over here we have some leftovers from a restaurant. And then up here we actually do HelloFresh, and I'm gonna do a review on that for you guys. So we get those, and yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Moving down, just the 1 gallon of milk, which is what I drink. Honestly, I drink the vitamin D. And then in here, this is all related to vegetables. So we have our own vegetable garden. So we get a lot of like little mini tomatoes, jalapenos, stuff like that. We do eat a lot of salad, so I keep the salad mix in there. And then there's just basically anything related to salad goes in there, or herbs. Over here in this drawer, we have absolutely nothing. On this shelf, We have extra eggs, we have some chicken broth, and then we have Oikos 000. Up here, these are more leftover type foods. So over here on the right, this is hummus that we made. And then I think that's ground beef, and then that's chicken. And then my mom's favorite lobster bisque goes all the way back. All right, and moving to the last part, which is the other door. Right here, this hasn't changed much. I just found a water, I put it in there. This tiny little shelf right here, I decided would be good to house like the little toppings that I put on my salad. So stuff like chicken and bacon bits, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then down here, we just have the most used condiments, and then that's actually some steak. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will actually be coming back with another part to this when I do the second bit and the third. So this video is gonna be long as fuck, you guys. I apologize already, but you know, everybody kind of needs to see this at some point in their lives, so. Okay guys, so I'm completely done with the first part of the fridge. Now I'm gonna go on to the second part, and then lastly, I'll do the freezer. So this second part is actually a pull-out drawer, and if I can find what model number this fridge is for you guys, I'll link it below, just so you guys can kind of have an idea of like all the bits and bobs that go with it. But basically in this second drawer, what we mainly put in there are like, I don't know, I kind of try to make it more like deli type stuff. So you'll see cheese, and we do have like a lot of, I don't know, we just kind of throw tomatoes in there, honestly. And there's a lot of tortillas in there. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna see if I can wrangle this and get it under control. I will admit to you guys though, when I was doing the front part or the top part of the fridge, all of the shredded cheeses and yeah, basically all the cheese that we have in there, I actually went ahead and I took the liberty of organizing that, and I actually put it into this drawer. So you're gonna see part of it is already organized, and I apologize if you guys didn't get to see that. Pretty sure no one would have watched it anyways, but so yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna show you guys the before and the after, and let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna get the hell out of the way. All right, and by the way, you guys, this refrigerator will start beeping if I don't close it, so bear with me if you hear that. Okay, so as you can see, this opens up pretty far, and I apologize because there's kind of a glare on one of the, on the packaging, on one of the things we have in here. But you'll see over here is the little thing of cheese that I mentioned. That's already organized, so that's good to go. The rest of what's in here, like I said, tortillas, there's pizza crusts. We don't even eat pizza anymore. There's carrots, there's sour cream. We have some naan in here. We have wonton wraps. I think there's also some chicken in here somewhere. There's lemons. There's little baby peppers. There's like lettuce and stuff. So I'm going to go through this, throw out whatever is necessary, and I will get back to y'all. Okay guys, so the second part is completely organized now, and I'm just going to quickly take you through what's in here. So I'm going to start from the right. So you can tell that there are actually some lemons. We have a lot. I don't know why we have that many, don't ask. And then right here, sorry, these are actually all tortillas, so I need to get through quite a bit. Actually, that was the amount that was here when I came home, so we actually haven't bought any since I've gotten home. Have some naan over here, got the sour cream. This is a little packet of sour cream right here. And then these are all the cheeses. And then they're actually organized in order of whether they're open or not. So the ones that are open are towards the front, the ones that are closed are in the back. And then we have some wonton wraps and then the tofu shirataki in the back. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, because honestly it was fun. and I will see you for the next part. Okay guys, so this is the last part of the fridge organization video. I apologize because I know that this is long as fuck. Again, I apologize, but I want to show you guys before and afters. So let's start with the top part. Now, automatically when you pull out the freezer, the top part comes with it. So, just so you can see. All right, so I'm gonna start with the left side. So over here, it looks like we have some meat, got some French fries, like right here. Got some bread. I don't know why my mom doesn't eat bread. There's some bags of steamed vegetables. Got a little bit of ice cream that we're trying to finish off. And then there's like miscellaneous stuff like breakfast things and whatnot. All right, so now I'm gonna push this back, and you can actually really tell the amount of food we have is insane. So over here, I don't even know what's over here. It looks like fish, and I don't know what the hell else is in there. But for right now, it just kind of looks like fish, and then maybe some frozen fruit. Over there, we have what looks like some more frozen fruit, and then there's some meat, and then we actually have pot stickers over there, and then these right here are ice packs. So I'm gonna check back in with you guys when I'm done, and yeah. Okay guys, so as promised, I'm going to show you 2 different ways that you can actually clean your stainless steel. And these are actually cheaper alternatives to buying like actual stainless, you know, type cleaner. So the first one, and I do not recommend using anything with ammonia. That's just my personal preference, especially if you have kids or something. But the first one you can do is glass cleaner. I'm pretty sure you could also use vinegar and water as a mixture and it would work just as well. And then the one that I like to use is actually baby oil. It is the cheapest way to actually clean your stainless steel aside from, like I said, vinegar and water. And it actually leaves a very nice shine. It's a little bit harder to work with, but it's actually, you know, it actually gives your stainless steel a really nice shine. So basically, when it comes to stainless steel, you don't necessarily want to be like stripping it, if that makes sense. So something like this would be harsher than the baby oil. So generally that's why I like to choose the baby oil. But I just wanted to let you guys know that there are different ways to obviously clean your stainless steel so that it doesn't end up like this, where you have like, you know, spots from fingerprints or from like where you try to wipe it down. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay guys, so as you can see, I went ahead and I actually used the baby oil on the fridge, and I'm gonna go through the best way to do that in just a second, but I wanted to show you guys the difference. I hope it shows up on camera, but let's see. So down here, none of this bottom part has been polished. You can see like down towards the bottom. And then if you look up at the top, it's actually very, very nice looking, very clean, you know? So the best way to do this is if you're gonna use baby oil, and I apologize if it gets shaky, I'm taking you guys off the tripod. So the best way to do this is you just take a tiny bit of baby oil. This is where a little bit goes a long way. So all you wanna do is you just want to take the baby oil, put it on a cloth like this, and then you want to work it in to the metal. And honestly, I kind of like to let it sit for a little bit, just like a minute or 2, not much. And then what I do is I fold it in half. So this was what I used with the baby oil, and then I fold it in half and I go back over it and I just kind of rub it in some more. And basically that's gonna give you the nice sheen that you want. So I'm gonna show you guys down here. So you can see there's some streaks And now I'm gonna take the part that actually has baby oil and I'm going to kind of work out all of those streaks. So, all right, so now I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit, just like 10 or 20 seconds, not very long, and I'm actually gonna do the bottom so you guys can kind of see. All right, so now I'm just gonna fold this in half and I'm going to buff it out a little bit. So basically what this does is it lets the right amount stay on the stainless steel and it doesn't make it like gross or whatever afterwards. Leaves you with nice, shining metal all the way through. So over here you can really kind of tell that I didn't get to that spot. So I'm just gonna kind of do that. And now you can really tell. See, it really does make a difference. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. Okay guys, so I've actually finished the organization on the bottom. I'm gonna go through what I did. I actually didn't end up throwing anything out. I just kind of moved things into different areas. And honestly, there wasn't a whole lot that I needed to do. So I'm just gonna show you guys. And I apologize if it gets shaky. I'm on my tripod to try and make this a little bit more stable for you guys. So I'm gonna start with over here on the left. And by the way, this is the drawer. So over here on the left, there are shredded hash brown potatoes. The French fries are behind that. I kept the bread just because, you know, there's no point in wasting it. And then back there you can see the vegetables. And then right here, these are actually reusable ice cubes. And then over here, we have stuff that's directed more towards breakfast. So we have some maple sausage links, and then we also have some frozen fruit. And then in the very back there, you can see where it says slow churned. I put the ice cream. All right, now going to do the last part. All right, so right here, I decided on the left, it would be better to just kind of have all the seafood in one spot. So this part is all dedicated to seafood. We have a lot of shrimp, a lot of fish. I don't eat any of that. For me, it's a texture thing. And then over here is all of the other kinds of meats. And then those, what are they? Those, what am I trying to say? It's all the other meat. So it's like ground sausage. And then we have some lamb in there, ground turkey. We have pot stickers. And I believe there's a little bit of steak in there as well. And then we actually have the ice packs as well. So anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this. I really do appreciate the fact that you guys watch this. I apologize because it's so long, but I wanted to show before and afters of everything. But anyways, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat links are all in the description below. Don't forget to follow me on all those, see what I'm doing throughout the week. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye, guys.